Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Heavy Metal Gaming. In front of me here is Richard, also known as Darkstar. He's decided to go back to Richard, at least in game. Um, and this is the start of our small start competitive multiplayer. Um, if you watched the two preview videos that I did, the two short little previous videos explaining the rules and the equipment, I talked about how Richard didn't have any trees. Well, upon further review, we decided that wasn't fair, so we added a small grove of trees for Richard to have access to on his land. I did also, let me walk over here real quick to the border between his plot and the next one. If you look, the plots by standard do not come with grass that you can cut. So I made all of our grass that we can cut because we have to have something to start with other than just the wood. I mean, eventually we could do it on just the wood alone, but yeah. So we have grass, we have wood, we have three very small tractors. Quick review of the rules, which I'm pretty sure this is Richard's first time hearing the full rule list. Rule number one, you cannot sell any of the starting equipment during the first 5 days. So the first time we can sell any of our starting equipment is during episode 6. Rule number two, cannot interfere with the other player's farm. I added this one because Richard and I have a history of playing practical jokes, putting each other's tractors up trees, on top of buildings, etc. Because we can't teleport or anything in this series, that can't be allowed. We can't be cheating to mess each other up. Rule number three, cannot block the road network or till up the roads and turn them into farmland. There's an auto drive network across the entire map to every sale point on the roads. So the roads cannot be manipulated. Rule number four, no cheating. This means no cheater capacities, no teleporting, etc. Anything that the average player would consider cheating, such as high speed mods, things like that, they're a no go for this series. Rule number five. This one is the same as our previous competitive multiplayer series. You must have a farmhouse by the end of the first day. This should not be a problem considering that there are $100 farmhouses installed in the mods. And rule number six, you can only buy plots on your half of the map. For this series, due to the randomization that I used to set everything up, the randomizer chose that we would split the map east-west. Now that does cause a problem. Let me bring up the map real quick. There are plots that are on the center line. For those plots, which are plots 28, 31, 34, 37, and 40, they are split like this. Plot 28 goes to the east side. Plot 31 to the west side. Plot 34 is owned by a third farm and unavailable to us. Plot 37 goes east and plot 40 goes west. So, in my opinion, Richard actually gets the better of the plots because plot 28 has a ton of trees on it he can use to make money, assuming he buys that plot. We can buy any plots on our half of the map, and that's pretty much it. Any questions, Richard?
Can I have bigger tractors to start with, please?
Richard did move his equipment around a little bit because he was testing things, trying to figure out how everything that he's starting with works, which is fine because I had an opportunity to do that as well as I was setting things up. So, um, yeah, the rules will be in the description for every video. Um, if anyone needs a refresher, we may, as we play through this series, need to modify those rules, which we will discuss between episodes, between recording of episodes. Each week, we will also have the opportunity to add more mods to the server. I don't think we're going to need to do that for a while because I've already put in a pretty good selection of mods for this type of start. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to head over to my plot now and um, I'll turn on the time when we're ready to get started and I will see you guys then. All right, we're back and we're starting the episode. So up goes the time to times 10. Now, I have a small advantage over Richard. He has an advantage over me. His trees are better, okay? Um, they're all fully grown pretty much, instead of spindly little things, which I also learned that I cannot cut, like this one, any of these small ones along the edge of the water. I don't actually own them, so I can't cut them like I thought I could. They look like they're in my plot, but my plot actually curves just outside of the trees, so I can't actually cut them. So I have far fewer trees than I thought. But I have the advantage of knowing all the real ins and outs of course play. So I already have a little course play 1 field set up. If we go here, click on this to create a course, see how I have this little field already? I can do field position, click that there, generate it, and that's great. Tell him to start the job. Now, he should. Oh. Oh, that's right. Ha! Joke's on me. Can't do that until I actually get some money in. I got ahead of myself. Um, we do have an axe to start with, which is great. And I did do a test cut. I didn't carry it anywhere, so it doesn't really, get me anything. But I did a test cut on a tree over here. It's a very small tree, one of those cluster clump trees. And you can see all the bits and pieces of it laying right here. So I can, without super strength, pick some of these up. I don't know why it's giving me the hand for that one when I can't. But like this one I can pick up. More importantly, this one. Oh, I want to pick that up from as far away as possible. And I am going to do the very annoying carry this thing all the way to the store jobby without using run, because if you run, you trip over it and it pulls it out of your hand. So I'm going to pause you guys. Sometimes you still drop it. And I will see you up at the store. No idea what Richard's doing, but I realized I could do this in an easier fashion. We just got to get it down here. Oh. It's a bit bouncy. Sawmill isn't actually that far away, but carting it like this, I do kind of have to go around the long way. Where's the button? Where's the button? Apparently there's the button. That got me a whole $7. Oh yeah, this is going to be a very slow and painful start. If that's the sort of money I'm going to get. I'm going to try going this way. I think I will try something slightly different. Cutting down one of my bigger trees and bringing that over. And we will see how things go. Alright, so I cut down one of these pine trees here. It will not let me strip the branches, unfortunately. I don't know what's up with that. I swear the axe was able to strip branches the last time I used it. Oh. And I decided to try putting them on the arms of the forks this time. It seems a very precarious load. But we're gonna go for it. I'll see you guys at the sawmill. Well, there we go. 188 sold. I might have to show Richard where to sell at. Let me see where he's at on the map. He was struggling. I don't know what he's doing now, but anyway. I'm gonna real quick make a marker for him so he knows where to stand, which is right here. But I'll do that off camera. I'll be back. Alright, we got Richard sorted out. I'm real quick running back to my tractor. You know, because that would be cheating if I know how to sell the wood and he doesn't. And it's an issue because the third farm owns the only wood sale point on the map, and that for whatever reason Giants decided to make the trigger invisible on a production you don't own for wood. So in order to sell wood there, you just have to know where the trigger is at, because you can still sell wood as someone else's production. Well, any product for a production. Just dumb. Whatever. I don't know. But we're headed back for more wood. Alright, we're going to see what we can cut down over here. Oh. Because I had to temporarily change farms. My axe got put away. So I can't cut that down. Okay. Can I cut this guy? Nope. The axe seems to be broken. But I can cut limbs. Okay. I'm alright with this. Because it's got to be small enough for us to pick up anyway. Alright. Put our axe away. Run over here and grab this guy. Let's get some more wood hauled in. I'm aiming for a trailer, I think. It's actually just a hand cart, a hand pushable cart for 200. Really? Because I didn't cut that one after all. Oops. And we'll toss this in our bucket. Okay. Yeah, this bucket's got some sort of weird invisible collision on top. I don't know what that's all about. I still can't pick that up. Hold still. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Will this lay over here nicely? If I can carry it there nicely. I don't think it will at this point. Yeah, they're not playing very nice at all. Alright, I'll see you guys back when we have some more money. We are at 2 o'clock in the afternoon already. And we haven't even made 200 bucks. Richard's actually doing better than us. Yeah, a lot better. But he's also closer to the sawmill. So he's benefiting from that. And has those better trees. But whatever. It's all good in the hood. We're on our way with a load. Well, we lost one. The one with the branch that I can't trim just fell off. And it won't stay on. So just taking the other 3 pieces. And we are up to 329. Time to head to the store. We are now crossing Richard's land. I'm curious as we go by to see what he's doing. I think he's using the bigger John Deere and loading them in the bucket. There he is. I think he's already got himself a trailer even. That he does. How the hell did he get a trailer already? He is cranking money like nobody's business already. I'm not a fan of that. Guess I better do something about it, huh? Well, at a loss of $4, I've found out that the hand pushable one is never going to work. It's way too slow. So, we're back to this. Unfortunately, Richard has a lot better quality of trees than I do. Yeah. I have a plan, though, I think. Let me get back down to our farm and we'll see if I can execute on that plan. Alright, so while I'm here doing my only lodgepole pine, yeah, it will not cut branches off, will it? While I'm here doing this, I did send a worker back to the store. I had another brainwave. But for now, we need to get this done. And we need our other tractor here. So, issues. I'm having them. This is my only large tree. Other than the really crappy ones that we were working on a minute ago. Down by our little other bit of woods. Oh, come on. I guess that'll do. Whoops. Chucked it around. It's really easy to accidentally throw it, have it fly out of your grip, which I'm not a fan of. I can't see a damn thing out of my character, but that's okay. See you again in a minute. I'm running out of light already. We're approaching the end of the day, and I don't even have a trailer yet. Or at my house. I'm gonna place my house so that I don't screw that up. But yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna make it to a trailer. Rather unfortunate since Richard's already got one. And he's still working on only his second tree, I believe. Uh-oh. It's alright, he can beat me in the early game. It's the end game that matters. Racing over with 3 more pieces in the vain hope that I can at least have a trailer by the end of the day. Still haven't placed my house, but I better do that. Farmhouses. I kind of like this one. How not enough money? Because of the landscaping cost? Alright. Oof. I hate it, but there it is, built. Better remind Richard. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make enough money to afford that trailer for the end of the day. We are only going to 2000, and then the clock stops. Yikes. But I'm back up to 805 with my house placed, so at least that rule is obeyed. Squeaking in one last load right before time. It's only 2 pieces, but they are longer. There we go. We got our money. And that's time. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. And as always, I will see you on the next one.